Now, very important concept regarding lens. Lens is a combination of a two spherical glasses bound together. Bound together forms a lens. Forms a lens. Spherical glasses. There are two types of lens: convex lens, concave lens. Convex lens, which is thick in the middle and thin at the top. Concave, which is thick at the top and thin in the middle. This convex lens is also called as converging lens, and this is called as diverging lens. There is a reason behind it is called as converging lens and this is called as diverging lens. Because when the ray of light, if we break up into several parts, we find that it is a combination of a prism. A ray of light which passes through this slab, in the middle it is having a slab, so it will always pass straight. But all the rays which are coming from the top, these are the parallel rays. So after passing through this lens, they will meet at one point. It means they will converge at one point. That's why this lens is called as converging lens. Now why they get converged? Because according to the law, that when the ray of light passes through this surface, it always have a tendency to move towards the base of the prism. So this is the base. So it is moving towards the base. So on the top, it is moving in a downward direction. From below, it is moving in an upward direction. So the light gets converged at one point. So that's why this convex lens is called as converging lens. Similarly, this concave lens is again a combination of several prisms. The ray of light which is passing from the glass slab which is in the middle will pass straight. These are again the parallel rays which are striking the surface. Now after refraction, they have a tendency to move towards the base. So its base is in upward direction, the upper prism, but lower prism having a base in the lower direction. So they diverge in a different direction after passing. So that's why this lens is called as a diverging lens. There are certain phenomena that if we consider this as a lens, it is a spherical part. So if we form a complete circle, it will be having two centers, C1 and C2. This is called as center of curvature. Center of curvature. The center of the lens is called as optical center. The line passing through the center of curvature, optical center, and the second center of curvature is called as principal axis. The diameter is called as aperture. It is called as aperture. Is this clear? The distance from the pole, this is the curved part, is called as pole. It is called as pole. The curved center is called as pole. The distance between the pole and the center of curvature is called as radius of curvature, and it is denoted by r. And it is denoted by r. The ray which is passing after refraction, if it is parallel, will pass and it will meet at a point called focus. Meet at a point called focus. So the ray converges at a point called focus. It is called as focus. Similarly, there are two focus will be there. This is the second focus because it is on the second side. So on the same phenomenon, on the same base, there will be one more focus will be on the left hand side at a same distance from the center. At a same distance from the center. So in this lens, we will be having two types of focus. First focus, where the object is being kept, where the first center of curvature is there. Second focus will be there where second center of curvature is there. For a fair diagram, if we draw this fair diagram, if we this consider as the optical center, this will be considered as second focal length. At the same distance over here, this will be considered as first focal length. The distance between the focus and the center is called as focal length. It is called as focal length. It is denoted by small f. At the same distance, this is called as radius of curvature. This is center of curvature 2. This is called as center of curvature number 1. C1 can also be called as 2f1. This can also be called as 2f2. It is considered as 2f. I think you must have understood all the things about if this dotted line is considered as length. It is considered as length. So there are two focus. This is called as second focus on the right hand side. Before that, on the left hand side, it is first focus. This is second focal length. It is denoted by f2. This is first focal length denoted by f1. The second focal length and the second focal point is lying in a second focal plane. The plane at which they are lying. So here it will be considered as first focal plane. It will be considered as first focal plane. Followed or not? Now, if we consider the ray of light, if the ray of light is parallel to the principal axis, first point, if the ray of light is parallel to the principal axis, after refraction, it will pass through focus. But if we consider the second is concave lens, if the ray is parallel to the principal axis, after refraction, it will move away. But when it is produced back, it will always pass through focus. It will always pass through focus. Is this clear? Number second, when the ray of light parallel to principal axis will pass through focus. And when the ray of light is passing through focus, after refraction, it will become parallel to the principal axis. It will become parallel to the principal axis. Is this clear or not? So two things are clear. If it is passing through focus, it will become parallel to the principal axis. And if it is parallel to the principal axis, it will be passing through focus. If you see this diagram also in a concave, you will find the same structure. If it is passing through focus, so it will pass straight like this, but it will become parallel to the principal axis. It will become parallel to the principal axis. Third is, if the ray of light is passing through optical center, this is the optical center, so it will pass undeviatedly. And when the ray of light is passing through optical center in this case also, it will pass undeviatedly. So when the ray of light is passing through the optical center, so 3 points you have to note. Number one, when the ray of light is parallel to the principal axis, after refraction it will pass through focus. When the ray of light is passing through focus, it will become parallel to the principal axis. And when the ray of light is passing through the optical center, it will pass undeviatedly. Two types of image will be formed: real image and virtual image. Real image is always on the other side of the object. Always on the other side of object. If the object is kept on left hand side, so the image will be formed on the right hand side and it will be considered as real image. Real image is always inverted image. It is always inverted and size depend upon where the object is being kept. Virtual image is always on the same side of the object. On the same side of object. It means on the left hand side where the object is being kept. Is this clear? And its image is always erect. Its image is always erect. It is not inverted. So two types of image will be formed. One is a real image, other one is a virtual image. So these things you have to keep in your mind. Again, I am revising that. What is lens? It is a two spherical glass piece bounded together to form the lens. When the ray passes, it gets refracted. There are two types of lens, convex lens and concave lens. Convex lens is thick in the middle, thin at the top, whereas concave lens is thin in the middle, thick at the top. Convex lens is also called as converging lens. This is called concave lens is called as a diverging lens. Why they are called as a converging lens? Because when the ray passes through a convex lens, they converge. They meet at one point. That point is called as focus also, and that's why they are converging the rays. That's why it is called as converging lens. In a concave, you will find that the rays are getting diverged in a different direction after refraction. So it is called as diverging lens. If we see certain phenomena, I made only for a convex lens and you can do it with concave. If we make a two complete circles, so two center of curvature will be there. Optical center is the center of the lens. The line passes through the center of curvature is called as principal axis. The diameter distance of the lens is called as aperture. The center of the lens is called as optical center and the curved center is called as pole. The distance between the pole and the center of curvature is called as radius of curvature. The point where the ray is meeting after refraction is called as focus. The distance from the focus to the lens is called as focal length. Now, if we make one more diagram over here, the distance, if we consider that there are two focal lengths because there are two center of curvature, two focal point is there, two focal plane will be there, two focal lengths. Is this clear? Focal length is half of the radius of curvature. So that's why we have written F2S. In place of C2, we can also write 2F2. In place of C1, we can write 2F. For a ray diagram, when the ray is passing parallel to the principal axis, after refraction, it will bend towards the focus, pass through the focus. And when the incident ray is passing through focus, after refraction, it will become parallel to the principal axis. And if it is passing through the optical center, it passes undeviatedly. Two types of images will formed, real image and virtual image. Real image is on the other side of the object. It can be obtained on a screen. That is on the right hand side. It is always inverted. Virtual image is found on the same side of the object. That is on the left hand side and it is always a erect.